the first thing I want to talk about, if you don't know C sharp, you're not a real web developer, comes from a comment over on YouTube. And so this comment comes from Jason. And Jason says, what about learning about data structures, good object-oriented design, database design, working with other students in teams? Any decent computer science graduate can pick up HTML, CSS, JavaScript with no problem. Plus, and this is the real kicker here, plus if you want to be an actual web developer, you need, in all caps, to know Java/C sharp, since that is what runs on the server. Most people who complain that they don't learn anything in a CS program have dropped out before the important stuff has even been taught. Don't listen to a quitter. Now, I'd like to know how he knows that. Like, when you say most, what's the percentage? Is that 50%? Is that 60%? Is that 70%? What's that exact number, and where does that research come from? Or are you just pulling that out of thin air? Are you just making it up and trying to state something as if it's fact when it's just completely made up in your own head? But more to the point of what he said, yes, definitely, you should learn Java and C sharp. That is a total must for web developers. I mean, every web developer has to write their own PHP engine. I mean, if you're a total noob if you can't do that. Hell, as a matter of fact, we should all learn binary while we're at it. I mean, if you don't know binary, you're a total noob too. You see how this kind of works? They make up these completely arbitrary standards based on what? What exactly? Their feelings? Then they insult you if you don't meet them. So let me be blunt. It is absolutely insane to say that you need to know Java and C sharp to be an actual web developer, since that's what runs on the server. So does that mean that in order to use Windows, you have to know how to write your own OS? Or to drive a car, you need to be able to rebuild an engine? Or to even use a computer, you have to be able to build your own chip? It's stupid. And I'll say this, I've been at this for 12 plus years. I get this is totally anecdotal, but take it for what it's worth. I've been doing this for 12 plus years. I bet there's a lot of other developers out there who've been doing this for a really long time and don't know a lick of Java. I don't know any C sharp. And it has never been anywhere close to an issue. I mean, think about it for a second. Seriously, could you imagine a client saying to you, hey there, John, your portfolio looks great. I want to hire you to build my membership site. But before I do, I got to ask, do you know C sharp? Because if you don't, I think I'm going to have to pass. Or an employer. Is there any employer out there that when hiring for a PHP developer also requires that they know C sharp? Maybe. I guess it's possible. But do the majority? No. There won't be anywhere on there. So you just have to ignore these geniuses. What this is this guy probably has a CS degree. And he's mad because I'm not genuflecting to his credentials and his genius. And he's just commenting emotionally, getting his anger out. You do not need to learn Java or C sharp to be a web developer. Now, that said, there are skills you do need to learn. And that, to me, is the trick here and why this is so important and why I keep bringing it up. Because this is how you dramatically reduce the time it takes for you to start doing this full time, by ignoring the people who say that kind of silly nonsense and all the advice from these internet Einsteins, and focusing on the most important, most fundamental skills you have to know. Above and beyond everything else, that's what matters. Now, I want to kind of move into talking about the story from my childhood, but before I do that, by the way, this is what makes the complete web developer course by Rob Percival so great. It is the fundamentals. It's HTML, it's CSS, It's JavaScript, jQuery, PHP, MySQL, Python, WordPress, APIs, and mobile apps, all in one course. It's all right there, laid out there for you to learn. So you don't have to scour Google looking for a bunch of tutorials from 12-year-olds. No wondering if you're learning the right stuff. No Forum Einstein telling you need to learn C#. It's just the straight dope. And right now, I have a discount link that you can get a significant discount on the course. Normally it runs $200, but I think the discount right now that I've got for you is upwards of 70, 75% or more. So if you want to do this, then head on over to johnmorrisonline.com/CWDC. Now, yes, that is an affiliate link. I'll earn a small commission if you purchase the course through that link. But you're also going to get the huge discount. And there's 30,000 plus courses on Udemy. I'm an affiliate for all of them. I could recommend any course that I want. I'm an affiliate for other training programs and stuff. But yet this is the one that I find myself recommending so often. Why? Because I actually believe that it's a really great course for you. It's like a college degree or what a web development degree would be if they offered them in college, actual web development degrees. It's like that all in one course. And it's not $10,000, $100,000. It's $200 at most. And right now, even much, much less than that. So again, if you want to do that, johnmorrisonline.com/CWDC. Or you can go learn C#, I guess. All right, moving on. So I want to talk about this story from my childhood.